Good evening and welcome to Christmas Drinks with Porn for the Blind on Soundbite for Feck TV.
Whee!
My name is Jessica and I'm joined today by the wonderful Danny.
What's up?
Today on today's show we have got an up-close and personal interview with Porn for the Blind. We've got the amazing entertainment section by none less than Danny again. And at the end of the show we're going to announce the winners to last week's competition, where we had to vote for the best music video and best song.
And at the end of the show, I'll be asking Jess out on a date, so look forward to that.
That's something to look forward to, all right, isn't it? So coming up, we've got the lovely lads from Porn from the Blind. We've got Artie with us. How are we, Artie?
Hello,
You
Artie.
just stole exactly what I was going to do.
Oh, great minds think alike.
And we've got Mike from Porn for the Blind as well.
Hello. Oh.
How are you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
Pretty good.
Bit tired.
Bit tired, very tired.
On a scale of 1 to sound?
1 to sound. I thought you were going to say 1 to tired. 1 to sound. Sound. Pretty sound, in fairness.
Yeah.
That's fairly sound.
It's pretty sound on a scale of sound.
Thanks very much for coming up to the studio with us today, guys.
No
I
problem.
know it was a bit of a track for you. And the only reason that you did come up was because I did promise you Christmas drinks. So
And
you'll be getting those
there's
after
no
the
drinks
show.
in front of us.
Yes.
We'll
Fantastic.
organise those for you after the show. So the burning question that we want to ask, obviously, is where did you come up with the name Porn for the Blind?
Well, that's a good question.
It's a very good question. In fact, an ex-girlfriend of mine, who shall remain unnamed.
I'll go on, name her.
No, I won't bother. Not worth it.
What colour hair did
no.
she have?
Brown. But anyway, she showed us this website called Porn for the Blind, which is essentially just
This is a real thing.
yeah, it's just a website that's just got recordings of people reading out
But not
scripts
just
for porn films, but not in a sort of alluring way, just more of a camera pans left.
It'd be better if they sent you some kind of a book you got in the post, just maybe sexy textures.
yeah.
You know?
Sexy
Maybe
textures.
Sexy
yes.
sound bites, no?
Well,
Guess
that's
what
just
the
kinda like
texture
samples
is.
of carpets.
That's another good name for a band.
Samples of carpets. Or sexy
Wank.
textures. It's pretty good.
Actually, before we go on, we brought you gifts of signed Merc.
Oh, this is
Merchandise,
embarrassing.
yeah. This is embarrassing. I can't believe we didn't talk about this earlier.
This is a signed one by Artie. I have.
Yeah.
If you want to take that.
Which one's for which?
I don't want Artie's, actually.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
That's Mike's. It says it's a banana. It says
P for the B.
Yeah. P
That's
for the B.
absolutely beautiful.
Sweet, lads.
I've never gotten a signed banana before.
I'm
That's
actually a
great.
little touched.
We won't keep them and cherish them because they'll rot, but we might eat them after the show.
Okay.
I'll leave mine on my lap.
With regards to the name of the band, does it relate in any way to your style of music, to your genre of music?
Well, the music is quite orgasmic, I suppose.
Orgasmic for the ears.
Yes.
And you can use it in your sex lives as well.
Yeah.
It's a nice little soundtrack.
It is
Yeah.
quite nice. I could imagine it'd be nice for the mornings, you know?
Yeah.
The morning
Yes.
after sort of music, where you
Yeah.
cuddling and
Cuddling, doing chatsies.
chatsies.
I love
Always my
chatsies.
favourite.
They're my favourite as
Kind of
well.
sounds like we have chatsies together from the way we said it, but that's not actually what happens.
Oh yeah. We're not lovers.
Just clear that up
Just gonna
now
clear
Not
that
straight
exclusively,
away.
anyway.
Yeah.
So with the type of music that you do, what would you brand it as? What would you call it? Psychedelic pop?
Psychedelic folk pop
Yeah.
mixed
With a twist.
with a sort of a milk chocolate twist.
Mm.
Can I ask you a question? In terms of the recording, what's your setup? Is it just the two of you, or
It's just it sort of changes.
It changes. It depends
But
who's
it's not-
around. Like
you're the reliable two? Is
Well,
that what's
we're
going
the
on?
ones that we write the
Write
music
stuff.
and then
just
play
say
most of it.
And it's one of you write the music, one of you writes the vocals?
No,
or
I
what's
read
the
all
story?
of it
it's just
together.
all together.
And so I've never successfully written music with two people. What's the crack there? Is it Lennon and McCartney?
Much easier than that.
Yeah,
actually.
it's just I
Just
I come
that.
up with a line, you come up with the next line, and then we just take it from there with chords and stuff.
And what do you write about?
Well,
About yourselves? I mean, are there little stories or?
so there's obviously a bit of a reflection in yourself in everything you do, but
Mostly they're just stories.
mostly it's just stories.
Tell a
Everything you
tale.
do.
Everything I do.
Literally your name. Yeah.
Yes, but there's one particular song, for example, "Friends Die But Words Don't." It's about Michelle Pfeiffer's
Portrayal of Catwoman.
Oh,
Batman
brilliant,
Returns.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I actually have that written down because I wrote it's the standout track out of the three.
Oh,
Yes,
Yeah.
there you go. I'm
Well-
a big Tim Burton fan, big Batman fan.
I'm a
and
big
Big
Michelle
Michelle
Pfeiffer
Pfeiffer
fan.
even more than
She's
anything
big a
else.
fan of women
She's
in
my
leather.
ideal
Like,
woman.
yeah. Your ideal
Yeah.
woman. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's actually what we agreed on before the band started. It's just the main motto is that
Who's gonna have Michelle Pfeiffer if we get famous?
think it's
If,
agreed that.
When you get famous.
Well, I thought you meant when we have Michelle.
Don't mind about the fame bit. As long as we get Michelle, I'm happy. You know.
If all else fails, we could kidnap her.
The name of your biography, In It for the Pfeiffer. Yeah.
Yeah, in it for the Pfeiffer. That's good.
Do you think that your music could be used with a lot of synchronizations, maybe in with games or different movies?
I'd say,
Maybe not games, but
That'd be a fairly trippy game, wouldn't it?
yeah,
it'd be pretty strange. All right.
Maybe Pong or something.
it'd be a really depressing game as well.
Pong. You're a genius. Pong.
Not denying it, huh?
I don't know. Movies would be interesting,
Yeah.
or TV shows that are good.
Good TV shows.
Not
good
like
TV
Grey's
shows.
Anatomy or anything, no.
Well,
It's a big out for music,
There's-
actually,
there
the
is
Grey's
actually-
Anatomy.
Stella Rentos have
Yeah.
taken off with that again.
SAP.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody really knows who SAP are, but
Sap,
they're great.
The sap, isn't it? Or is
SAP,
the
but
B
it's actually
silent?
pronounced
Yeah.
SAP.
Sap.
Yeah. They're
Glad you
pretty
cleared that up.
unbelievable. They are.
That's right,
really good,
me,
actually.
was it?
Yeah, don't worry. Just do your research.
So lads, you are both looking very, very mighty fine today. Would you guys associate yourselves with being hipsters? Do you put yourselves in that, or would that be a bit insulting?
Just
for
wearing a scarf it doesn't mean I'm a hipster.
But
It
the
just
way it's
means it's a bit
positioned
cold out.
you? In perfect, you know, it's perfectly sit next to each other. It's an even length.
Well, we are on, like, we're in front of cameras.
Yeah.
Well, I always kind of go for the look of the bad guy from Scooby-Doo,
Ooh.
or just like one of the henchmen.
Like the mask has just been torn off.
Yeah, and I'm just got that kind of the fisherman sort of look.
I
That's
go
what
for
mostly.
I go for the look of a vampire from True Blood,
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Which one?
but a cold one with a cold.
Yeah.
Cold
Something like
vampire
that.
from True
Yeah,
Blood,
cold
yes.
vampire.
Yeah. That's yeah.
That's pretty much it. So no, we're not hipsters,
Perfect.
but we like hipsters.
You do like hipsters.
These guys are great.
Oh.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, look good.
All right, if you guys could be signed to any record label in the whole world, you can pick your own label. Which label would you be signed to and why? In under 2 sentences of an answer, please.
Well, it's a really good question that I haven't had time to ponder on because you just asked me now. So what I would say is probably we want to be signed to Domino Records.
Domino, I go.
Domino,
with
yeah,
Domino.
Domino.
Who are Domino Records?
Well, it's the birthplace of Arctic Monkeys. That's where they started out. Franz Ferdinand started there.
I like them.
Elliott
Why
Smith.
Domino?
Elliott Smith, more importantly.
Stabbed himself in the heart. Merry Christmas.
Well,
Nice.
that's actually up for debate with me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't necessarily think he
did it himself?
No,
Oh, come on now.
no. I've read the police report.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They let you
Broke
into that office,
into
did
the actual department.
Yeah.
I'm just here to see the death report for Elliott Smith. Is it on the left or?
Right. They said, you're from Porn for the Blind, aren't you? Come on in.
Okay, guys, one more question to ask. If you were to go on your perfect date, what would it be and why, Artie?
My perfect date. It would probably be wine tasting and cheese, then a short walk on the beach, and
And
find
rocket
an
pool.
octopus on the beach, release it back into the wild, and then probably just plane to Portugal.
And what about you, Mike?
I would send them a scented with lavender this postcard, and I would say meet me at the cinema at a certain time. And I put in their envelope in envelope, and then put it in their door, and then
I actually did that once.
they would arrive. They would arrive at the cinema, but you haven't done this bit. This is the best bit. They would arrive at the cinema and sit down inside, and then all of a sudden my face would come on the screen and tell them how much I loved them. For
That
an
is
hour and a
so
half.
sweet, Mike. Okay, we're going to move on now to the entertainment section with Danny. Danny,
Yeah.
take it away.
Yeah, I would like to move on to that, but you never asked me about my ideal date.
Is it me?
Nobody wants to know, do they?
We
Nobody
can come
really
back to that
cares.
on another show.
Nobody cares. Merry Christmas, guys. Entertainment. Yes, that's what we're talking about. Okay, so some big releases of the years, boys. The Hobbit, seen it?
Nope.
No, me neither.
No.
That was good, wasn't it?
That was great. It was lots of fun. I enjoyed that.
And that's a wrap.
The Dark Knight Rises. You must have seen this.
Oh,
You're
well,
writing
yes,
songs
of
about
course.
Michelle Pfeiffer now. Now, for me personally, The Dark Knight Rises, right? I'm completely fucking obsessed with Batman, right? Batman Begins, fantastic. Yeah, a little flawed, but fantastic. The Dark Knight, what do you think?
Masterpiece.
Couldn't argue with that, right?
It should have been 2 films.
That's exactly what I said. It should have been 2 films, and this is they were so they wanted to tie off they were basically Christopher Nolan, the director, was so adamant on having it be a trilogy that I thought that was his downfall. It's like he said, don't hold anything back. That's what he said to his brother who wrote the screenplay. He said, don't hold anything back. Let's put it all in this one movie. And essentially, they got 4 of the best Batman comics shoved into one movie. Literally, like the editing. What could you do with it? Like it was all over the place, wasn't it?
It
Just
was.
you get a little bit tired.
Yeah.
You know? You think, okay, they caught him. They caught the Joker. You're thinking, okay, this is the time when you end the film, and then all the rest of the stuff happens, or even just after the whole
Well, they
thing
needed
blows
some
up.
conclusion to his story, though, Batman. Because
Yeah.
he couldn't be just like ended on the Dark Knight. You needed some kind of.
Oh, no, but then it
definitely.
goes to the next movie.
Yeah, yeah. I thought you
You
were
split the
happened.
second one
Yeah.
into split the second one into 2 separate films.
Oh, I thought you
Oh
meant.
That's what I'm
no,
saying.
Dark Knight was good. That was good.
I
The
think
Dark-
it's just no. It's 2
have you
films.
seen The Dark Knight Rises? Because there's a film that
Of course
beckons
I
2
have.
movies.
Yes,
anyway.
that back to 2 movies
I
as
just
well.
think
I think it could have been
was
5 films.
pointless. And then in the ending scene of him going out trying to.
Spoiler.
I'm sure everyone has seen it by now. So.
And if you haven't,
Well, if you're watching the review for it, you know, surely,
But
Is that the
surely
movie
you
where
want to know.
the guy in America went into the cinema and shot
yes,
everybody?
yes.
Oh.
Now that was a bit ballsy
It's
because
actually-
not the act itself was. Not
I
a bit
don't like
ballsy.
some movies, but I don't think I'm gonna kill him.
Do you know what I loved about that now, being a Batman fan, was
What?
that around the whole, even my dad, I remember saying to me, like, oh, I'm not going to go see that film. I said, why? He said, because of the massacre. The
Oh,
beautiful thing, they asked Barack Obama what do they think of the Batman film, and they obviously imply into the massacre, and he said, I thought Anne Hathaway was fantastic. I just thought that was great. Another reason to love Obama. Okay, better move on from Batman. Skyfall. Anyone see that?
No.
New James Bond film?
Can't say I have,
does
Danny.
he fall out of the sky at any point?
He does, several times.
I've
Wow.
heard of that.
Is that what the whole film is about?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's
Well,
it.
there's the review there.
Skyfall. Not so
Falls out of the
much.
sky.
Looper?
No, but I know
I heard-
Bruce Willis is in it. And
Bruce
as well
Willis
as
is,
that.
for me, film of the year. Absolutely fantastic.
Really?
It's done by a guy called Ryan Johnson. Now, Ryan Johnson, his last film was Brick. Anyone see that?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So it's kind of this
Great,
film noir.
fantastic.
Now, this one, it's the great thing about Looper is it's a sci-fi and it kind of wears all its influences on its sleeves. So there's references to the likes of Blade Runner, Akira, and all these things. And there's actually a scene in the film where Bruce Willis meets his younger self, played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and they're discussing like the plot holes, basically the film going. But then, if this happens, and he goes, "Look, we could sit here all day and we could discuss, what time travel would do with the brain, but let's just skip on and fucking, this is a great moment." I just thought, right, like, okay, you could pick fucking holes in this movie all day, but let's not do it. It's entertainment.
Why is it called Brick?
It's called Looper, actually.
Oh, I didn't know there was one beforehand.
Brick is a different one.
Because at the end of the film, he just turns out to be a brick.
Yes, just a brick traveling through space.
Yes, that's right. Ted, did you see Ted?
That's
Yes.
also about a brick
I
traveling
see
through
Ted.
space.
It
isn't It's a very
was.
popular,
Yeah,
popular
it's
thing
about a
this
brick
year.
that comes to life. No, Ted is by the creator of Family Guy, Seth MacFarlane, and he is. You've seen it?
Legend. I've seen Ted, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. She's seen this one.
I've seen this one.
Hey.
Did you
It's got
enjoy
a teddy
it?
bear.
I went through
I
the
thought
list
it
of
was
films
good.
we had literally before. She's like, "We've seen it? No, then we can't discuss it. You seen it? We can't discuss it. We got guests? Brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, Ted. What do you think of Ted?
It's just like an overdrawn kind of Family Guy episode.
It was,
with
wasn't it? There was
a
nothing
bear.
really new brought to the table. You think with the fact that, like, this is going to be a cinematic debut, that perhaps he would have upped the ante or wrote some.
It was
some kind
fine
of-
though. It was entertaining. There was
It
some
was a
good bits in
terrible
it.
film. It
Yeah.
was an awful film.
Artie,
I mean, no, really. Like there's some jokes in there that are good, and I could tolerate.
Should they broken it up into
the
two
first,
films? Or?
the first,
should have made it a trilogy.
They should have made the first half an hour into a film.
Yeah.
Should be
and
Ted gets
in
caught, the
fact-
building blows up.
When they catch him, the two guys, and he's supposed to disappear anyway. I really would have liked if they just took it on a little bit of a dark route.
Yeah.
And they actually just took him home, and they just thought he was gone.
That would have been a good ending, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been
Yeah.
great.
Or
But
he
just
ended
give
up-
me the last half an hour of the film. I'll write it.
Or just left
I'll
him
redo it.
dead.
It's terrible. Just kill him.
Kill him.
Kill him.
Excellent.
out of
Kill
there.
the little teddy bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, we were about to have a heated debate before they started about Spider-Man, weren't we?
Yes.
Views on the amazing
Gloves are
Spider-Man.
off.
This
I'm already angry about Ted.
All right, Spider-Man, they've rebooted. The first film came out, I think, less than a decade previously to this one, didn't it? Or about
Yes,
a decade.
yes, it
yeah.
did.
Decade, yeah.
Therein lies the first problem, no? They're telling essentially the same story again.
Well, no, it's actually a different story completely.
Yeah, okay, well, it's, what's so different about it?
Well, it's actually based on a different comic. There's a different actual
So it
one.
tells the same story of a man getting bit by...
Oh,
we
but it's
saw
got
it.
it's completely
He wasn't, he
different.
was a
Oh, why?
teenager.
Because his father was
Wasn't man
involved?
yet.
It is a better film. I believe it was
Toby.
MTV Best Kiss
Award
winner. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I kissed
thought
him.
he
He's
was
terrible.
I thought he was a bit dry when I had him.
Yeah,
You know,
fierce dry.
Yeah, there was no saliva there.
No,
just,
nothing.
You know, suckle
It's like
on.
kissing sandpaper.
All right, but
It's
did,
like a
did you
cat.
not feel?
Yeah.
Did you not feel like?
Man.
Cat-man.
Should have called
Did you
That's
not,
what he
did you not
was.
feel like the film was kind of more of a rom-com than? I mean, that's fine. Lots of character development and all that stuff.
Which one? This
The
one?
Amazing Spider-Man, the new one. Yeah, it's the whole story was basically
Because
about.
he was always a light-hearted character. He
Yeah.
was funny in this.
Yeah.
He was always supposed to be a funny guy who
Funny
said funny
guy,
stuff.
a little
And he
romantic.
did not say anything funny as Tobey Maguire.
No.
Because he
He
was
was
just
just a
like,
sap.
I'm such a
I
loser.
still got love for the Tobster.
I don't have any. There's no.
No, he's
Forget it.
demoted in my book anyway.
Do you reckon we get Toby on Skype in here?
I will
I'll go
personally
to his
give
house.
him
He's
such a
doing
slating.
fake all else.
Such a slating.
Yeah. I go to his house and spit at him. That's what I do.
It's a bit much, isn't it?
No, I think that's fair
probably
enough.
not.
Maybe we
that's
should
fair
just
enough.
think mean thoughts about him.
Yeah, we'll just say mean things about him when he won't know that we're saying them.
Yeah, that's best.
Any films you're looking forward to next year, boys?
The Wolverine.
The Wolverine. Yeah, that's an interesting one,
Should
isn't
be
it?
good.
No, I'm not looking forward to anything. next year.
Oh, but
All
that's,
these films are going to be terrible.
they're not. Wolverine's
Will.
going to be good.
Well, that will probably be okay.
Darren Aronofsky was originally supposed to be directing that movie, known from such depressing flicks as the
Death
upcoming
to a
Noah, Death to a Sailor. Did you ever see Requiem for a Dream?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh, yes.
my
I
goodness.
literally want that film to die. If it was a person, I would want to bury it in the ground.
Why?
My friend Connor, when he watched it, said he literally just had to stop himself from snapping the DVD in two.
Is that why you
It's-
don't like it? Because he didn't like it.
Yeah.
No,
Why are you
no,
being so
no.
easily coached into feeling this way?
I just like that.
Yeah, this is.
The theme tune that gets me. It's
The
just so
theme tune.
creepy every
No, it's a
time you
good
hear
theme tune. That was the
that
one good
song.
thing about it. Okay, what are your views on that film? The one we were just
Requiem
talking
for a
about.
Dream.
Send in your answers on a postcard. Will you go out with me?
As long as you're paying and as long as it's tomorrow night.
Just
At
got
2
me
o'clock.
though.
Lovely. So we're just going to announce quickly. Last week we did have a competition for the best video and the best song. It was very neck and neck at the moment, but Moo won the best song with 174 votes to 173. Runners up were Fast Like Fun. And then for the best video, it was Fast Like Fun with 47 and Moo with 39. So both bands have won an interview here with us at Feck TV on Soundbite Show. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks very much for coming in, guys.
Join us next week. Well, I'll tell you how the date went.